If you have a cargo van business, there are some apps that you really need to have this year to actually optimize your business real fast. Okay, so I want to share with you those top apps you need to really pay attention to. Number one, you have load boards and job finding apps. So for your cargo van business, whether you have a contract with a shipper or you're looking for gigs or some loads all the time, those load boards and job finding apps can really help you big time. So when I talk about load boards, I'm speaking about that. I'm speaking about truckstop.com, and I'm speaking about UShip. I mean, you have a lot of them out there, but those are the top three that I have reviewed on this show before. They're pretty reliable. A lot of people say, well, that is actually good for truckers only. They don't do cargo van, they don't do sprinter van, but that's not true. It depends on the state. It depends on the in your area. So some states, some cities, some counties have more opportunities for cargo vans than others, right? And that makes sense. That makes sense because some routes are actually a pretty structured for cargo van loads than others. Okay, so the cool thing about that load board is that you have the most popular freight marketplace for cargo van loads. You have a platform that's really great for box trucks and vans. You have real-time load availability. So that's the cool thing about that because they have real-time load availability. And the platform actually filters for deadhead miles, pay per mile, etc. So what happens here is that when you actually use that, you have the possibility to actually filter. You have the possibility to sort of like zoom in on the specific loads that you want for your cargo van. Another load board that I love a lot actually is truckstop.com. Okay, so truckstop.com is another solid load board. Okay, and you have more vetted brokers and shippers. So if you're interested in actually having a relationship with the brokers and shippers, truckstop.com is really good for you. And by the way, truckstop.com is not just for truckers. Okay, and you have premium analytics for experienced operators, and then you have UShip. UShip is more of a job finding app. This is not a load board. It's a job finding app. It's ideal for beginners, and you have a bidding system. So this is actually great if you are trying to stay local. If you have a cargo van, you want to be local, UShip can really help you. And this app is actually good for furniture, appliances, and odd-sized items. Now, there are many more, though, but I just wanted to give you a quick idea about the load boards and job finding apps that you can really think about. Now, by the way, if you have questions about this section, let me know in the comment section, and I'll certainly sort of expand a little bit based on your location. If you're looking for the best apps for managing a cargo van business, besides load boards and job finding apps, you also have route planning and navigation. Okay, the cool thing is that, by the way, when I spoke about the load boards and job finding apps, you can use multiple boards to stay fully booked, right? So you can create an account on that, an account on truckstop.com. You don't have to only use one or two. You can use multiple. Same thing for the job finding apps. You can use multiple job finding apps. So the second category, you have route planning and navigation. So basically, these apps allow you to save time, to save fuel, and actually earn more money. Okay, get more money in your pocket. So you have, for instance, Sajik Truck GPS navigation. The cool thing about Sajik is that you can also use it for cargo vans, okay, for sprinter vans, for box trucks, and so on and so forth. And so this GPS system, this GPS is actually made for commercial vehicles. So that's really good because you have a certain level of scalability, and you are able to avoid low bridges, restricted roads, among other restrictions. And you also have offline maps for dead zones. So that's kind of cool. If let's say if your battery is low or you are in an area where there's no internet, at least you still have a GPS. So Sajik is always working. You also have Smart Truck Route. This also is applicable. You can use this for your cargo van also, not a problem, okay? And the Smart Truck Route allows you to customize routes for your vehicle's dimensions and weight. What I love about this app is that it adapts to your loads. It adapts to the specific route that you have. So if you're doing OTR, for instance, if you're doing OTR with your cargo van, Smart Truck Route will adapt to your route, okay, with all the specifics that you need to have in mind. You have live traffic updates also. And you also have another app that I want to share with you. That's a Circuit Route Planner, okay? And with Circuit Route Planner, you have a tool that's great for multi-stop deliveries. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. You have drag and drop stops to optimize routes. And it tells you ETA, tracks progress, so you can really optimize your route big time. If you're looking for the best apps for managing a cargo van business, besides the load boards and job finding apps, besides route planning and navigation, I want to share with you invoicing and bookkeeping. This is going to help you big time. This is going to help you optimize your revenue generation system, right? Because the whole thing is you do not want to have a cargo van and you realize that, hey, listen, you're not really generating the revenue that you know you could be generating, okay? So this app is pretty good because it gives you, this app's not just one app. This apps help you with invoicing, with bookkeeping, with accounting in general. I mean, so let me give you an example. QuickBooks. QuickBooks Self-Employed can actually be good for your cargo van business because QuickBooks Self-Employed actually is the cheapest version in the QuickBooks suite, because the last thing you want is to actually like ruin yourself financially by getting the QuickBooks the full suite, right? Just get the self-employed version, and this self-employed version allows you to track expenses, mileage, and income. So that's pretty good. All you only need that trifecta. And you also are able to organize your taxes really fast because you have deductions. Everything is automated for you. And also, QuickBooks Self-Employed syncs very well with your bank account. So if you want to manage the financial affairs of your cargo van business, go with QuickBooks Self-Employed. You also can think about Invoice to Go. With Invoice to Go, you have a simple, fast invoicing tool on your phone, and you are able to accept card payments and PayPal. So if you have some shippers who like to pay that way, that's totally fine too. And you also have another app called Wave. The cool thing about Wave is that Wave is 100% free. And with Wave, you can handle accounting, invoicing, and receipts for your cargo van business. So if you're really paying attention to expenses in your cargo van business, Wave can be a great tool to start with. And so Wave remains an excellent tool for beginners. Fantastic. Let's talk about fuel tracking and maintenance. So for your cargo van business, if you really are serious about fuel tracking and maintenance, you have a few apps to really pay attention to, because if you think about it, fuel is one of your biggest expenses. I don't care what kind of route you have. I don't care if you're doing OTR or you're doing urban or suburban deliveries, or you're doing last mile, first mile, or middle mile. Okay, fuel will always remain one of your biggest expenses. So the apps I'm going to give you will help you control fuel. First, you have Gas Buddy, you have Fuelio, and you have Simply Auto. So when you think about Gas Buddy allows you to find the cheapest gas around you. That's really good because it gives you a flexibility. Okay, you have community updated prices. So what happens here is that you have the whole community, like all the other users, actually are providing feedback on the prices, on the fuel prices in real time. Okay, so that's what it means when I say community updated prices. You know that those prices are updated by the users themselves, not by somebody superficial. No. Besides Gas Buddy, you also have Fuelio. So Fuelio allows you to track fuel efficiency, cost per mile, and other criteria, and you can log maintenance too. So maintenance for your cargo van. This is really good. This is really really good from a scalability point of view. And you also have Simply Auto. So Simply Auto gives you a full vehicle logbook, so you're able to control things on a holistic point of view. And you have service reminders and also cost tracking within Simply Auto. So that's kind of cool because it allows you, this app allows you to really solidify your maintenance, like maintenance for your cargo van business. And also, it's really good if you have multiple vehicles. Whether you have one vehicle or multiple vehicles, you can use Simply Auto actually to boost efficiency. Let's talk about scheduling and dispatching. So, regardless of the territory you cover, whether you have a OTR or again, you're doing urban deliveries, scheduling and dispatching can really help you big time. Especially, in this economy, you have so much happening. If you are in a competitive area, for instance, dispatching can really help you. Like a dispatcher can help you save money, save time too. Okay, and don't even tell me about you having multiple vehicles. If you have multiple vehicles, the need for a dispatcher is even bigger. Okay, so this is something to really think about. And the problem here is that if you have one cargo van, things can be easy up to a certain point. If you want to scale, if you want to really expand your operation and you start having a fleet of cargo vans, you really need to learn how to manage drivers' time, how to manage drivers themselves. Okay, so you can try when it comes to scheduling and dispatching, you can think about calendar like Google Calendar plus tasks. Okay, here you have a simple tool that syncs across devices and is great for daily job scheduling. So besides Google Calendar, you also have OnFleet. I have reviewed OnFleet on this show before. And OnFleet is a little more sophisticated than Google Calendar. That makes sense because Google Calendar is free, whereas OnFleet actually is paid. This is a paid tool. So, but again, it's good if you are serious about expanding your cargo van business. So with OnFleet, for instance, you have advanced dispatch management, you have a real-time driver tracking. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view, real-time driver tracking, and you have customer notifications. So this is really good. This is really optimal. You also have Samsara. So Samsara or Motive, okay? And this was formerly called Keep Tracking. So here you have fleet management tools. By the way, all the tools I'm giving you, you can use them for your cargo van business, okay? Some may be focused on trucking, but you can still use them for cargo van. And you have GPS tracking, compliance, ELD if needed, okay? This is, and again, everything I'm telling you, it's across the board. It's across the nation. This is not like in one state or one county or whatever, no. And this is across the board in terms of routes too. If you're looking for the best apps for managing a cargo van business, so besides load boards and job finding apps, route planning and navigation apps, invoicing and bookkeeping apps, fuel tracking and maintenance apps, scheduling and dispatching apps, you also have document scanning and storage. Document scanning and storage, pretty powerful tools. Let me explain here. With document scanning and storage apps, you're able to do a lot of things, okay? The bottom line is, as a cargo van business owner, you need to keep everything organized, especially bills of lading and receipts, right? I mean, your shippers want to have proof of delivery. You probably have several loads to haul, and you got to keep things organized, okay? And the whole idea here that you do not want to work for free, so you got to give proof of delivery. And this is actually what those cam scan, like those document scanning and storage apps can help big time. One of them is a cam scanner. So cam scanner does a lot of things, okay? But the most important thing it does is that it really helps automate things for you. So with cam scanner, you can do a lot of things in terms of scanning, cropping, and sending documents really fast, okay? So you can scan, crop, and send docs really fast through cam scanner. You also have Dropbox, Google Drive. This is another tool that's really good, really powerful. In terms of Dropbox, Google Drive, you have cloud storage for all your paperwork. So you are able to centralize your cargo van business's paperwork, okay? Now, just keep backups of all signed documents. You just never know. Okay? You also have a business growth and strategy tools Those are tools that can help you big time also. And here you are able to if you want to grow your cargo van business into a full operation, you'll need tools to think like a CEO. So you have Notion or Trello, for instance. Those are tools you can use to track clients, routes, maintenance schedules, and you can plan marketing strategies. So Notion or Trello are known when it comes to project management, but they do way more. You also have Google Sheets or Excel, so you're able to build income or expense trackers. You can forecast your earnings too. By the way, all this you can even have, like if you have a QuickBooks, for instance, that you already have that. I would say that setup. What about Canva? Canva allows you to create marketing materials like business cards, flyers, and social posts for your cargo van business. So, in conclusion, it's really important to understand that if you're looking for the best apps for managing a cargo van business, some apps might be more suitable to your organization than others, right? Every cargo van business is different. You got to really ask yourself what's important for your business versus versus others. Let me drink some water here. Thank you. So what I'm trying to say here is that you got to really ask yourself what's important for your specific business, but that's not just for you specifically, but also your area. Because when you have a cargo van business, if you're doing OTR, for instance, versus you're doing urban or suburban deliveries, you have different needs. Okay, different needs in terms of fuel maintenance, different needs in terms of maintenance. In terms of maintenance, yeah, general maintenance, different needs in terms of insurance, different needs in terms of drivers. So if you have loads where you need multiple drivers, that means you have to manage a fleet. And when I say manage a fleet, I'm speaking directly about the need the need for having a dispatcher. Okay, so if you want to optimize your operation, you will need a dispatcher. One thing I want to say here is that if you want to succeed in the cargo van business, you need more than a reliable van. You need systems. And the apps that I just shared with you into this conversation, they help automate the grind so you can focus on what really matters. Growing your business, serving customers, and staying profitable, but also delivering loads on time. Okay, that's an important element. So when it comes to the recommended stack for beginners, in terms of load board, you can think about Uship or that. For routing, you can think about Circuit Route Planner. For invoicing, you can think about Wave or QuickBooks. For fuel, you can think about Gas Buddy. For docs, you can think about Cam Scanner plus Google Drive. Okay, so this is an important element. Now, by the way, this is not an exhaustive list of all the apps that you need. Chances are you have tens of other apps that are out there that could help your cargo van business. But I just wanted to give you, let's say, a representative list of all the apps that you need. Let me know in the comment section, based on your location, based on the city and state where you are at. I can give you more specific recommendations for your cargo van business, especially if you need help in a specific area. So, in conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about the best apps for managing a cargo van business. I gave you the top apps, and now the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.